1, 2. Again, big smiles. Great. Looking right here. Again, big smiles. Can you turn the scissors on the side just a little bit? There we go. 1, 2.
We're here because Philadelphia and Pennsylvania has nothing like this. This is virtually the first in this state.
The state has actually put out a proposal for electric vehicle infrastructure, and it's due actually in 2 days. But they're giving $500,000 to have these installed throughout the state.
No, it's a partnership, right? I mean, everybody wants electric cars, and it's great for the environment and all that. But you need a place to plug in if you want to go take a trip. It's a partnership, right? I mean, without this, you're not going to get more people buying.
Well, what happens with these things? A lot of these charging stations are networked, so actually people can actually go online or on their cell phones and they can find out where the nearest charging station is because the range. There's something called range anxiety that people get nervous and they don't have a place to plug in. So these things are really available online, so people can find where they can plug in.
I guess a lot of different agencies, folks are going to be monitoring this to see how popular it is, and then from there, I guess maybe possibility of expansion.
Yes, definitely. I think actually the federal, my organization is partly sponsored by the Department of Energy, and coming from them, they see a huge increase in the number of electric vehicles throughout the nation. They are actually putting together some programs in some different states. Obviously, California is taking the lead in this, and a lot of the manufacturers of the vehicles are starting out in California, and they're already in place.
So I mean, I guess obviously the most convenient would be in someone's garage or at home. But this, like you say, this long-term anxiety, kind of a range anxiety kind of, this kind of helps people and perhaps use the vehicle more and perhaps even consider buying one if these options are out there.
Yeah, I think it's important to have the infrastructure in place because if it's not in place, then nobody's going to be able to take long trips. It would just be kind of local. So what we're trying to do is promote this so that you can use it on long trips.
Is there anything else unique or anything else that you want to get out there?
Well, there's the one thing I want to state is there's different levels of charging stations. This is a level 2 unit, which is a little bit slower charge. There's a level 3 unit that's a fast charge, obviously more expensive, which may be more practical in service station applications.
I understand that as this is monitored, then due to this, it will be judged in this marketplace. That be what you charge to top off. The top off will be monitored, and then that's what you'll come up with.
Right,
after 6 months is.
I think what's going to happen is there's many models right now. No one really knows what the right model is. I mean, some people are going to charge for a connection fee. Some people are going to charge by the hour rate. There's going to be a lot of different models, and no one really knows what the right one is. So I think until someone establishes a standard or finds out what the proper model is, there's going to be a lot of different variations to how these people can hook up and charge their vehicle.
Fantastic. Anything else? I pretty much covered it.
No, thank you very much.
Thank you. That was great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I get tired of all the fees.
Well, that's a good question.
Can you pay cash at the gas station and they turn this thing on?
The only way you're going to get into here is with a card.
With a card, so I'd have to buy like a gift card or something?
But can you send a check to get the, what is it, charge pass?
You may be able to.
ChargePoint gives you a card.
800.
Oh, they give you charges at level 1 and at level 2. Level 1 is a slow charge, level 2 is a rapid charge. What's currently rapid charge. Eventually there'll be a level 3 coming out, which is even quicker. But right now, this is all the technology there is. Boom is the only unit currently being deployed anywhere in the United States. There are others out there, but Boom is the only one that has them deployed. Has had them deployed for over 2 years, and they are functional. They're also the only one with a full network operating system. So these things constantly monitor themselves about every 45 seconds. So anybody that plugs in, they'll see what's going on with their car. They'll get an alert if something's wrong with the charging. They'll know when their car's finished charging. It's a very, very dynamic software process that stands behind these units.
I want to bring a little right in. Yeah. This one. You come up. You see it right
No soccer coaches, hands down by your side. Did you just unbutton your jacket, sir? Yeah. Just come on over by your charging station. Do a couple quick shots over there.
Started a number of years back, I got started with a hybrid, and then I became determined to go to directly to plug-in and really get a big benefit and stop using gas altogether. So I started researching because we started Tesla. This car was designed several years ago before this standard was defined. So that connector didn't exist at the point. Tesla needed a connector. This is a heavier connector than what you'll see there because Tesla has a charger that will go up to 70 amps compared to the 30 amps there, because we got the biggest battery out there in the vehicle, and this one will hold 2.5 times what the Leaf will hold, or 2 to 2.5 times. So they wanted a higher speed charger, so they went with this connector to start out. But what will happen, I've seen a prototype of this connector just like this, where I slip it on there, and then I take that cord and just plug it in the back here and have that connector on the other end of it. So I don't have that. I have a little adapter that I just got in last week when I found out that this was opening, and I was invited to come down here. So I ordered one of those prototype adapters, and we're going to see if it actually works.
Guys that are over here, come on to this side.
It'll tell me if the car stops charging, it'll tell me if it's a plug out or if the charge is complete. If it sees the charge taper down but it's still connected, it knows that it's complete.
Let's see this.
Because I was thinking in my head, there's no pilot signal hooked up with your adapter, but it just senses that you're not pulling juice anymore.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
And it knows the difference that it's still connected, because the pilot signal, that resistor in the box, is still going to be on.
Yes.
But it's not drawing any current.
Not drawing any
so
current.
It knows it's plugged in. I would get if someone would unplug it, I would get a plug out notice.
Gotcha.
If it was a ground fault or a overcurrent, I'd get notices. If it's charged complete, I get the notice. So got a little way here.